Hey guys, welcome back to the Poor Investor or the Green Investor. Guys, I have an identity crisis right now because someone, Ivan in particular, reached out on my subscriber. I'm losing my voice. I've been screaming all day yesterday because my kids were home. But I don't want to get sidetracked. But I have an identity crisis right now. I asked on my community post if I should change my name to the Green Investor. And the reason being because they were like, well, if you have the name poor in it, then no one really wants to be poor, so they're not going to watch my channel. Oh my goodness. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why I'm not growing the way that I want to grow, right? So head over to my, I'm like, I can't even talk. Head over to my community post, comment, and also vote and tell me if I should become the green investor or stay the poor investor or maybe something in between. Comment it. Let me know. I'm just going to hit a refresh. I want to see how many people actually went on this thing. I have 58 votes right now, and it's pretty close, guys. 52% says poor investor and 48 says green investor. Now, I want to be really clear. Even if I become the green investor, it's not because I am a chia head, all right? My son's favorite color is green. And every dollar bill that's in my wallet is green. So that's where the green will come into play. And I love dragons. My son so much turtles, Ninja Turtles in particular. But anyway, I want to go over today a couple things that I think will increase the price of XCH. Like crazy. Now, when I say crazy, it meaning double, triple, maybe even 10 times the amount of what it is today. Because as much as a lot of people are talking about we're in a recession, there's a lot of layoffs, but what comes around goes around, and what comes around in a full circle goes right back to this bullish market after a bearish one, right? So my point is that when that time comes, and you guys are probably watching this, and some of you are going to be like, oh, there he goes again. He's like into Chia now, and he's not talking smack about it. He's not fudding it anymore. Well, when there's a time to FUD it, I will. And when there's a time to be more bullish on it, I would say something that would, relate to why I have my reasoning, right? So hear me out. I think that coming in the future, and not too long from now, there's going to be some momentum. And this has to be done in conjunction if it does pass. And you guys are probably wondering, like, what the hell am I talking about? XCH prices going up. Well, when that happens with Bitcoin, right? The price of Bitcoin being what it is, right? Like the mother of all crypto goes up in price. A lot of the trending crypto altcoins, quote unquote, follows along that path, right? So let me just go over quickly what I'm talking about. But of course, before we continue, $43.63. It's, as someone has commented on my videos, is that it's creating new lows, right? New floors, right? Not going as low as the low. I believe that was the terminology that was used. And I think that this in particular will definitely go up, and maybe not too soon, but give it a year or two, and I'm going to give you my reasoning for why this will happen. All right. So let me just clear this. All right. And right now we have our peer info, 122,000. Now, I want to point something out that's going to be really significant, and the reasoning behind this, it's right here, okay? I know you guys are going to be like, why are you talking about China? Why is China even significant? There's 23,598 nodes in China alone. Now, China is fairly large. They're not small. Let's zoom in a little bit. Now, I don't think this map is accurate to the point where every node is located at a particular region or province or province. Just like how each state is not accurate to the point where in the United States, it's not going to pinpoint every single node on exactly where it is. I think it just grabs a general demographics of the location, right? So I'm zooming in, and it's just this one little circle in this area. There's no way that all these nodes could be in this one little spot, right? So the inaccuracy of this is, obviously there. It's not really all spread out, but when you're looking at it from a bigger picture, it just covers majority of the region of China, just like how the United States, there's 17,350 nodes here. All right, green investor or poor investor, you're still not telling us anything. Well, I'm getting to that point. There is something brewing in China. Now, when I say China, is more like Hong Kong, but Hong Kong has since, has been given back to China after the 100 years of British rule. There is a lot of significance to what's going to happen. And let me just clear this out. I'm going to bring up this article. And some of you may have heard about this. Some of you may have, seen other YouTubers talk about this. Hong Kong's proposed crypto rules seek investor deposit protection. Now, there's a couple things in here that I'm going to go through. Now, of course, you can see I'm using archive.ph because I'm too cheap to pay for Wall Street Journal. In case, I'm not going to go into the details of that, but in case you don't know, you can read any article without having to pay for it. All right. And that's how you get smarter, even though you're committing a crime, I think. Anyway, point is, the SEC is trying to create regulations and forbid a lot of these crypto exchanges to do what they're supposed to be doing or what they can do, right? And that's where the downfall of crypto is becoming more centralized, managed, and overseen by the government, right? Now, what's happening in Hong Kong is taking a different turn, right? So what they're saying is, instead of having, the Chinese community in Hong Kong or China or anywhere else within East Asia, China, instead of them trying to sneak into the US territories, whether through VPN or some type of connection, and trying to get on an exchange because they're already trading crypto, why don't we just bring it home? Meaning, why don't we just create our own rules and regulations and have our, Chinese people in China invest in their own exchanges that they create, right? But here's one thing that really stood out to me, and I thought that was pretty interesting. It's one of Bram's least favorite person in the whole wide world. I say that because he always talks smack about him. And who am I talking about? Justin Sun. Look at this. Some crypto exchanges have already indicated that their interest is becoming a regular business in Hong Kong. Justin Sun, advisor to Hoiby, tweeted Monday that the crypto exchange is applying for a license in the city, meaning in Hong Kong. Other companies, including DBS Group Holding Limited and Interactive Brokers, have previously made clear their ambition to win crypto businesses in the city. Crypto exchanges shouldn't deposit, transfer, or lend their customers assets, SFC. So there's a lot of things going on. And so how am I correlating this between what's happening over here and XCH price going up? Well, that just opens a bigger market, right? In China, they're allowed to invest in crypto now. Not mine it per se, but they could put their money towards putting, buying equity into these coins, just like how you and I are able to buy within Coinbase. They will have the ability to do that without having to jump through all these hurdles. Now, a lot of people are reluctant to jump through all these hurdles because not everyone knows how to do that. But when they create apps that are easily accessible on their phone, just like the Robinhood app or whatever it is that they use in China, that would ease the pain of not having to go through a VPN and then, transferring funds from one place to another and then losing fees in between that, I guarantee you a lot more people would jump on this bandwagon and buy crypto or invest in crypto or whatever it is that you want to call it, speculate crypto. It will be interesting to see how all this plays out. And the reason why I say that if China, Hong Kong, even though they are of one now, they're trying to break free from that, but ultimately it's all under China. If they do all this, right, the amount of people percentage wise that will increase the price because the buying power is there, the money is there, and it will definitely increase the price of XCH because there is a lot of exposure there. And when I say exposure, is because, I mean, this is the largest numbers out of the entire demographics. If you compare all this, 23,000, it's a lot more than the United States. And everyone else is like a dwarf in comparison. Like all this, right? I'm actually interested to see British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos Islands, Aruba. Wow, there's one in Aruba. Now this is Jersey. Is that New Jersey? There's no way that's New Jersey. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not, I know it's not New Jersey. It's a country, because New Jersey will fall under the United States. My point is that China would definitely make a huge impact in the value of any crypto at this point, especially it becomes a meme, or there's some recognition out there that people are like, oh wow, I could buy, let's just say, Chia XCH easily now, and I believe in it, but I didn't want to jump through hurdles to go through an exchange just to get to the United States on VPN, and I lose all these fees, and my $100 becomes $60 of buying power. I can literally buy $100, whatever currency they have in China, and buy it one for one, right? So huge difference in my opinion. And this is huge news that China, even though they decided to ban Bitcoin mining, has considered allowing their people to invest in crypto in alternate ways besides mining it. I'm just saying, guys, I don't know, but that's my speculation on this. And this is things that, it stands out to me. And I think that it's worth taking into consideration, because nothing here. I'll give you a prime example. I'm going to end this with a nice prime example. Is I have a relative that likes to buy into really nice neighborhoods of houses and whatnot, right? Everything's all fixed up. You're paying a premium, right? But by the time you're paying a premium, it's too late. You're not going to make any money from it. What you have to do is invest in something before it blows up. Case in point, like Bitcoin or whatever else it was. And, investing in Google before it was the best thing in the world, or investing in Amazon or any other tech company or any other company, just investing in it before it became popular amongst the masses. And that's where you would prosper. Case in point with this, let's just say you put good money into crypto and you hope this passes, meaning this new investing in crypto and exchanges within China, and they develop their own, that potentially can 10 times, 100 times your profit if you make the right moves. Now, of course, there's so much crypto out there. Like, how do you know which one? You don't. I really don't. But because you're watching me right now, you already know it's going to probably be putting more money into XCH. Just saying, because they have such a dominant presence right now in China. All right. I want to thank you guys for always being here and bearing with my squeaky low voice today, because I've been screaming like crazy. And let me know, and remember to hit that comment, like, and subscribe, and also vote on my community post, because I want to know, do you think I should be changing my name to the Green Investor, or any other name that you think? Oh my God, 64 votes, and it's 50-50 right now. All right. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.